You're alone in your apartment. It's late. You're doing something completely ordinary, brushing your teeth, scrolling your phone, reaching for a glass of water. And then, without warning, the hair on the back of your neck stands up. You freeze, because something inside you, something older than language, has just quietly whispered, "Someone is watching you." You turn around. Nothing's there. Of course nothing's there. You knew that. And yet your heart is pounding like you just escaped something. So what just happened? Why did your body react to a threat that doesn't exist? The answer is buried 300,000 years deep, and once you see it, you'll never look at an empty room the same way again. Let's start with a fact most people don't know. Your brain is not designed to keep you happy. It's not even designed to keep you comfortable. Your brain is designed to keep you alive. And for almost the entire history of our species, staying alive meant one very specific thing: not getting eaten. For over 300,000 years, your ancestors lived in a world where the darkness had eyes. Leopards, hyenas, saber-toothed cats, giant hyenas the size of bears. All of them hunted humans. All of them preferred to attack from behind. And the humans who survived long enough to have children weren't the strongest or the fastest. They were the paranoid ones, the ones whose nervous system screamed danger even when there was no danger. Because here's the brutal math of evolution. If you flinch at a shadow 1,000 times and you're wrong every time, you lose nothing. You feel a little silly, that's it. But if you don't flinch and you're wrong just once, you die. And when you die, your genes die with you. So over hundreds of thousands of generations, evolution selected for the humans who assumed they were being watched, even when they weren't. That's not a bug in your brain. That is the feature that kept your bloodline alive. Neuroscientists have actually mapped this. There's a region deep in your brain called the superior colliculus. It processes visual information faster than your conscious mind can, roughly 10 times faster. Before you even know what you're looking at, this ancient piece of hardware has already scanned the environment for eyes. Because in the wild, eyes mean a face, and a face pointed at you means a predator has locked on. And here's the wild part. The superior colliculus doesn't need actual eyes to trigger. 2 dark spots, a shadow, a knot in a piece of wood, a pattern on a curtain, anything that vaguely resembles a gaze can set it off. Your brain would rather fire a false alarm 1,000 times than miss the one time it's real. But wait, it gets stranger. In 2013, researchers at the University of Sydney ran an experiment. They showed people images with faces that were technically invisible, blurred out, degraded, or hidden in visual noise. The participants consciously saw nothing, but their bodies reacted. Their skin conductance spiked, their pupils dilated, their heart rates changed, their eyes even shifted toward the hidden faces. Something in them was seeing what they couldn't see. Scientists call this gaze detection, and it works below the level of awareness, which means when you feel watched in an empty room, your conscious mind isn't making it up. Some deeper part of you is processing a signal your thinking brain hasn't caught up to yet. Sometimes it's a real signal, a reflection you didn't notice, a subtle motion in your peripheral vision. And sometimes it's a ghost of a signal, an ancient system firing on nothing, just to be safe. Now think about where you feel this most. Dark hallways, empty parking lots, staircases with your back turned, bathrooms with the door slightly open. All of these have one thing in common. They mimic the exact environmental conditions that killed our ancestors. Low light, blocked sightlines, exposed backs. Your brain isn't confused. Your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do in exactly the situations it evolved to do it in. The problem is the predators are gone, but the software is still running. You are walking around a modern city with a Paleolithic threat detection system installed in your skull. It cannot tell the difference between a leopard in the tall grass and a coat hanging on a door at 2 a.m. So the next time you feel watched and there's no one there, don't be embarrassed. Don't tell yourself you're being crazy. What you're feeling is 300,000 years of survival whispering through your nervous system. Every ancestor you've ever had felt that same chill, and every single one of them turned around, saw nothing, and lived just long enough to pass that instinct down to you. The room is empty, but something is watching. It's the ghost of every human who ever survived the dark.